I mean, I would like to see it as a
But you don't think they should as a,
No,
if you were their
trying to
coach,
win.
like, oh, maybe you should go with the old coddle, something that doesn't go well with coddle pick.
Coddle these days just doesn't go well with
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. Maybe you don't just pick it.
Yeah, right. I hope that they stay conservative.
No, I kind of agree. I mean, Terrorblade is one of those heroes where you think like, okay, it's fine, you know, to play Terrorblade because it's pretty straightforward. But if it's not something that you do a lot, then you can kind of bunk it up, I guess. We do have another draft.
We do. We're back in the lobby, and this time heroes are appearing on the screen, so we should be good to go as we get into our game 3. And here we have it. Once again, Mouse Sports. It worked last game. Let's do it again. Queen of Pain and Treant. This time Planet Dog will get the Jakiro in response to the Treant.
Dude, what is with all this? Does Thug just really not like the Queen of Pain DK matchup or something?
Maybe he just doesn't like being able to just constantly dominate the lane. With the DK, you're not really going to be, like, he's just going to, what, breathe fire, bottle crow. He's going to get his farm, he's going to get his levels. Maybe he wants to be able to outplay the other mid.
Maybe.
Well, if you judge it based on the first phase bans, since they're getting tree so often nowadays, DK is like amazing against
super
tree.
good against that.
Pop dragon form, you can just kill the tower like 100%. Same thing with Jakiro really, but I guess it's a support versus a core role, and I think DK obviously incentivizes a team to push just that much more.
How heavily has Lena been favored in Europe?
Not really.
Not-
Well, at least
not
not in these
Really?
series.
Not with these teams, yeah.
And if you do see Alina, it's not in these teams again, but like in
Yeah.
the region as a whole, it'll be 4th or 5th pick.
That's just strange, you know, because all these teams, they really do have those hero pools, and even though I really think Lena's probably one of like top 3 heroes in Dota right now, if they don't feel comfortable with it, you don't know how to play around and play with it. Like you said, you don't want
Top
to.
3.
Oh, easily.
That's a very high claim.
I know,
Doesn't lose middle lane, is probably a top 2 hero late game, right? Her level 25 talent is fucking nuts.
it is pretty
that's-
insane.
It's true,
What's the stance on carry Venomancer in NA?
Oh, it's picked up all the time and it loses all the time. That's literally how it is. It's Moo plays it mostly on complexity. I think they play it like 6 times and it's won once. He farms. Literally 40 minutes of farm, does not go to fights. I wouldn't put it all on him because, I mean, a captain could make a call, you should come to a fight, but it just loses a lot. We see it a ton.
Yes,
It doesn't work, though, at all. Has it worked in Europe? Or are they just not really playing
More
as much?
often than we'd like.
It's been
Yeah,
quite
it's
successful.
worked quite a bit.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, from what you're saying, it's a little bit different. They don't play. I mean, they obviously do farm.
Yeah.
But what they do sometimes is they'll transition from like their lane to the enemy safe lane, set up wards, kill the tower, you know, buy your veil, use poison over in team fights and stuff like that. They're pretty proactive, I would say. Even if the playstyle of Venom in general is like, what's a word that I can use to politely describe something that makes me physically nauseous?
Nauseous.
That's fair. But yeah, it's as someone who plays Dota, watching Veno, you just kind of feel, eh.
Yeah. Because, right, you jump onto him, he's just going to cast ult, and then, well, there you go. He either runs, you kill him, or everything just dies, whatever.
In regards to the Lina, though, that we were talking about, I know that Kaiser has played Lina.
Yep.
Okay.
Wish they would. That's such a. It just feels like such a good hero that the Dragon Slave spam early is insanely good.
I think one of the main reasons why maybe Planet Dog don't play it as much, because they typically pick Kaiser a hero that is kind of standalone. Like Puck is a really good example. You don't have to really help the Puck's lane. The Puck is always going to do okay. And Swift Ending always picks these really weak laning phase heroes like Slark and other stuff that kind of needs the help. So you can't have like a weak safe lane and a mid laner that's also very gankable.
Yeah.
You leave yourself very susceptible to just getting ran over.
Have we talked about the about Kaiser fighting up against his old team? Was he kicked from that team, or did he leave back when he was on London Conspiracy?
I think
Commander.
Because man,
I
he
want to
missed out
say he
on
was
that boat.
kicked, I think.
Interesting.
It was a lot. That was a long time ago.
That was a long
like,
time ago, but
one
still.
or 2 years ago. 2
He's-
years, maybe.
I don't actually
2 or
remember.
3. It was 2 or 3.
That was a long
But that's to feel
time.
bad, right? These guys just got second at Boston. They've been qualifying for a ton of lands. He's probably looking at this. He's like, okay, grats. You got invited to Boston. You got invited to all this. Let's be real. TI's it's top heavy just for that one tournament. You get to that tournament, who cares about the other 4 lands they went to? That feel great.
There's only one thing right now, I think, going through Planet Dog's mind. I wish they didn't ban Darkseer.
Yeah, but can't be.
Only hopeful, and maybe a little bit spiteful.
Only like if Planet Dog just like blew the lid off with terrible in there.
Lycan.
Magi now. Or something.
Dire team pick.
So far, Mouse Sports have nothing better.
Oh, Icon. Rigged over Mouse Sports. Showing their position one here in the 4th pick. Like in the other games where they just leave it to last. Planet Dog themselves still needing that secondary. Oh, sorry, no, it's to the offlane. They still need to get 3 teams here. And it is going to be the Bat Rider. They take that up for themselves this time.
They did it again.
That's true. Yeah, this is the second time they did. They did.
Wait, no.
Wait, no,
it
so that
was
was the other way
the other way
around.
around.
That was the other way around. And actually, that ended up working for Mouse. So maybe they were like, well, if you can pick Bat into our Legion, we're going to pick Bat into your Legion.
It's also on paper an easier Bat Rider game because he's not
Yeah.
playing into a Night Stalker.
Yeah, you've got the Night Stalker to help out with that vision jumping forward.
Because they had Night
Yeah.
Stalker and Legion last game.
Yeah.
Could still pick up a.
Yeah, Nyx is there, isn't it? Something to help catch that Ember
But
Spirit.
Tree and Nyx, like, you would.
Is that not?
It doesn't feel like you'd get much done in lane. I know the buff to Nyx's level and stun is great, but
Yeah, that's.
There's
true.
so much value in
Reserve
the
time.
characters though in this game.
there
Yeah.
is.
Is there anything that you can
Dire
use
team pick.
what support you pick though?
Now, I guess I'm.
You could pick Oracle.
I don't know. I don't think Mouse play
Jesus,
that.
I've never heard of someone campaigning so much in this past series. Have you secretly just been an Oracle lover this whole time?
No.
You're
I,
hustling me?
for the, you know how long it took me to learn his ability names?
Oh no.
Took me
you-
like a
you and
year.
Literally every caster.
Yeah.
What is it? It's Fortune's End is Q for sure.
Yeah,
W is
Fate's
Fate's
Edict.
Edict.
They see
Yeah.
the Purifying Flames.
Is
Purifying
he-
Flames.
and then
Reserve
Pulse Price.
I
time.
love whenever I'm watching a cat say, and he uses the, and then he hovers over the spell name, and he uses the false promise to save his life.
See, that's where I go with the hotkeys. I'm
To be
sure it's
fair,
not right. but-
Like compared to all the other heroes in the game who have like simple names for abilities,
yeah,
all that stuff. I mean, I know it's lore-wise accurate to the hero,
of course.
but still,
I don't know.
And then the
everyone
names make
adapted
sense
very
as
well
well.
to Slardar's changes. Like everyone, it's like you flip the switch and everyone's like corrosive haze. That's the stuff.
Wait, what?
yeah, because
His
it's
old's
not,
Corrosive Haze?
It's not Fortune's.
I thought that was
End.
like Viper's old. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's-
No, he's got corrosive. There's corrosive skin.
Oh.
There's a corrosive skin, corrosive haze. Is there corrosive armor or something? No, just the 2 corrosives.
Oh, I like the Disruptor ban though. Even though Bat Rider can
Yeah,
kind of
it's good
bully him
against
as well as
Bat.
Night Stalker the
Like you're
Vision.
thinking of corruption.
Oh yeah, you've got that. Yeah. A few colors.
See,
Planet Dog. What do they take here for their big boy for Swift Ending?
I do want to say, Vogt says he thinks Ember is one of the most garbage cores right now, and he's really surprised
I'm
teams
not
are
a fan.
picking it.
Yeah. This is the first time we've seen it.
As okay, he just.
I think that it goes kind of in the line of what I was saying earlier, that they want to give Kaiser a hero that can do stuff.
Yeah.
So Swift Ending can get a core that maybe is a little bit more on the greedy side, or at least needs like 15 minutes or so to get going.
And what do you want to see? You just think it's going to be like the Veil bots build that everyone goes?
Pretty much
Maybe.
has been. Really,
I mean,
It's-
it's really good synergy with his lineup. He's got a Bat Rider and a Jakiro. It's a ton of magic damage already.
That's true, yeah. And one of the games in NA, he went bots Solar Crest. They lost, of
Really?
course.
Oh, that
yeah,
sounds-
bots Solar Crest.
I've been seeing a lot of Blade Mail Solar Crest as well.
Yeah,
against
I think
some-
Blade Mail's
some
really good on that
lineups.
hero.
Yeah, I think it's a good build for this game.
I know Andrew is.
Wraith King.
Oh, okay. So Mouse Sports, well, they only have a support really to pick up in reaction.
Nyx is still even like.
Yeah, Nyx is great here. I think.
Oh, wait up. This is where you pull out the cool beans support invoker. Or the Chen,
or
whatever.
Or the Chen.
Or the Chen. I
Or
mean,
the
that's
Chen.
what I was
Or
going
the
to say
Chen.
next. I was going to say that next.
Dude,
obviously.
you know-
Tomato, really.
They say
Wow.
that, you know, Chen's ult isn't as good as Lycan's.
But
How?
They
But
have
if you
both.
have both.
My God.
My goodness, the balance is
You know how much
OS
heal
frog and a half.
There's living armor, there's press the attack, there's
Yeah.
howl, and there's hand of God.
All the heals.
Dude, that's insane.
There's
That
something
is.
else too about Chen, and more specifically, I guess, Wraith King, they have to remember. Awful laner. Like, just awful. If you pressure that hero at all, like, he's already a Wraith, but he is, like, dead beyond being dead. He doesn't do... He has mana for, like, 2 stuns. He's like Sven, except worse base armor. He doesn't have, like, a utility spell like Warcry. He is, like, the most susceptible to being aggroed and ran at, I think, of any
So why'd they
of the cores
pick
we've
him?
seen.
Do you
That's a
think?
Swift ending style thing. I mean, I don't
It's
think
a him
Swift
hero?
played
Yeah.
it, but
I mean, it's-
with his style, it definitely kind of matches on.
Yeah.
Isn't it good, like, in terms of core v core against the Lycan? In the sense that Lycan during
If
his ult
you-
could probably only kill the Wraith King once?
If you forget that the laning phase exists,
Yes.
then
If you
yes.
if you assume you get to the same point in the mid game, then
it is a hero.
I don't know.
Also, freaking his aura is
Shit.
completely useless this game.
I don't know.
What is
I think it's. I don't think. I think you guys are underselling it. I don't think it's that bad at all.
I'm not underselling
Okay.
it. Your analysis of what he does during the mid game is correct if he is allowed to get items. If he doesn't get items, he is going to be useless.
And look at how much, look at how much map movement and vision the Radiant has. The Trian being invis, the Chen moving around the map. You're always gonna have to be scared of either. If you don't have wards up, you can't do anything on the map at all. Wolves as well, Night Stalker, nighttime. Like,
All right, Grant, walk me through it. You're safe lane Wraith King. What's your game plan?
hope you try lane, and because they see 3 heroes, people just leave the lane, and you get a free lane, and you farm like 2 items, and then you lose in the mid game.
Shouldn't you win in the mid game? Isn't that why they picked the Wraith King?
Yeah, but it's a Wraith King. Look who he's into. He's Wraith King into a quab, not going to do anything. You're definitely going to see 1 or 2 Halberds this game. It ruins Wraith King and Lycan. Both teams should pick it up. That item just owned is this game for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the one saving grace is that Planet Dog have incredibly strong supports. Like Jakiro in his own right is super strong, Night Stalker is super strong. I just don't really feel like they have the heroes to deal with Chen. Like there's no CM, there's no Witch Doctor to deal with the creeps.
Well, I'm going to let you and Owen and maybe Tsunami, I don't know, figure it out because deuces.
What is
Later.
Deuce?
Peace out.
He's
I
out.
thought that was NA for something rude.
Oh,
Well,
that's just
Like,
Deuce.
oh,
Yeah.
well, it's very honestly, Grant. You have to just sully our cast by those silly words. But thanks, Grant. Bye, Grant. We're here indeed. It's myself, Draskell, and Tsunami for this amazing Game 3. Mouse Sports versus Planet Dog. We kind of said before we're going to see something a little bit different. The Spartan Chen, I think, certainly counts as one of that.
I think Chen's actually crazy good right now.
You think?
I'm surprised.
I mean,
that Yeah, I do.
he was seen as pretty bad for a period.
So here's the thing: people obviously open supports first all the time, and you see a matchup where you pick some like specific offlaner, like let's say Darkseer for example. Enemy team picks like this. You pick Chen into that. That disruptor doesn't have a game. Like his game is over because you send a creep to his lane, and he goes, "Oh, this creep's actually better than me until I'm like level 7." So you pressure the lane a tremendous amount with very little in the way of investment. You don't need a lot of items. You can, like your transition into the mid game isn't fantastic, but Penitence is always like a very useful spell because of damage amplification. You can send people home. There's a lot actually that you can do on a Chen that I feel that people undervalue. I mean, I'm an awful Chen player.
Yeah.
Just awful. Like if you watch me play Chen, you'd probably just tell me to not ever play Dota again. But I think the hero has a lot of potential.
But how often do you draft supports that like Chen more than most other supports? I say it's not get better as the game. Whereas,
No,
like,
I agree.
As a disruptor, you like initially you suck, but then this Glimpse gets some points, and things start looking like you're a hero. But Chen, the first 15 minutes are great. You are not Chen. You are a centaur, or you are a Dark Soul warlord, or you are a creep, but you're a heavy creep. But heavy creeps become really useless.
No, that's definitely accurate. I think it's just about if you play a good game and you have solid rotation, the way that people are picking up this qualifier and the kind of push potential that most lineups have, you should get a lot of map control from just getting that good first 15 minutes. And if you can hold on to that map control after the fact, then you're looking good.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Is it again? Well, mainly the Wraith King is more consistent. Still outside of the heroes that I've seen Dog play. At least it's not as man, 33 is very unpleasant.
Fortunately, it has boost to be able to walk it off.
The other lane's what we've got mid lane, very even at the moment between Kaiser and Thug. But yeah, both teams running this aggressive trial. And is there a team who's trying to dodge who? Who's ended up with a better position?
Oh, they don't want the Chen to find Sue, I think. That's like I think probably one of the worst things that could happen. 2 base armor. He's got a lot of HP, but if he gets ran at by creeps, he's only going to be suffering.
At the same time, the Milan has got an invis rune, so that's going to catch Spartan a little off guard. That's the first boulder indeed, bringing Kaiser down low. He is going to get the 2 more boulders if that golem does go down. He's keeping it on top of Kaiser. There's the second 2. We'll see if he gets them going, but he's got to worry about his own hero as Milan and J4 come forward, looking to force Spartan back. Thug as well getting pressurized. So a good job really for Planet Dog that they had Milan and J4 quick with the reaction.
Chen was able to walk.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If Chen was able to walk into a creep wave at the same time that he was going into that modular limitation, he persuaded the lane creep, immediately split it. You saw how much damage that did to him.
Yeah, that creep in particular is crazy strong. But this is the kind of lane pressure that you want from a Chen. You know, he's going to allow... The Ember versus Queen matchup is really tricky because Queen wins the lane from like levels 1 to 6, but as soon as the Ember gets Fire Remnant, you can just solo kill the Queen if the Queen is so, I like the fact that he's rotated MNT in the meantime.
Spotted out, revealed himself here by the tower, and immediately Milan comes across with the TP reaction, brings the vision to the fight. And they secure themselves first blood, Planet Dog.
Feeling its mortality.
As well, bottom lane, Swift Denny, he is having an absolutely untouched time down here. He's top of the CS. No issue at all as Mouse Sports is just leaving this Wraith King be in these first 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's not something they seem to care about too much, which should be. I don't know. I haven't seen Wraith King in a while, so I'm not sure of like what the go-to build is. I used to see people buying like Radiance and stuff like that.
Midas Radiance, yeah.
You had your Armlet Blink, Maelstrom meta as well. There was a lot of different iterations of how you build this hero. So Swift Ending being a very, what's the word? Eclectic.
Yeah, okay.
He was kind of like the old Illidan. He would play random heroes and do random things. So, let's see what he does.
3-3, finding Spartan. Does have Milan here as well. Spartan in a lot of trouble as 33 just goes straight up with the Firefly, forcing the Chen back. A couple of stacks of napalm upon him as they chase him down. MNT is there. Spartan kept alive for a little bit of time, thanks to the Howl, but can't get up there. Shrine still unavailable for 9 seconds anyway. It will punish the bat in response as mass TPs come through from Mouse. So 1 for 1. And getting the offlaner Mouse will be the slightly happier side there. Did cost them quite a bit of a reaction, and of course going to free up this bottom lane even more as there's now nobody down here on the side of Mouse. This whole area of the map has just been left for the time being, giving Swift Denny all the space in the world. Build-wise, looks like we're not going to see any sort of Midas Radiance shenanigans straight up. It's going to be the battle build, the treads into Armlet that he's looking for. Mid lane. It's going to be where the heavy focus is at the moment. 3 members on both sides. Spartan looking for the wraparound, throws down the Clat and the Sapphire Blast, and with the Scream, they'll get it. Milan taken down. Thug granted the kill.
Its mortality.
Top lane, 33 coming in again onto Madara. MNT is there as well, so 33 can't get too aggressive. Skylark going to make the long walk back towards the bottom lane. But he simply is a level 4 Legion up against what is now a level 6 Wraith King with the reincarnation available. Top lane, MNT moves on to 33, but Milan is there. Spartan's come in with the wraparound, does have the creeps as well, throws down the blast, but 33 knocks them back with the flame break. Madara with 4 sticky napalm stacks upon him. He is going to look to get the kill potentially. Oh, Madara tries to bring down 33, but 33 survives. Up on the high ground, the root is there to hold back Milan. J4 is there, throws down the fire, burns through Madara, but the living armor is enough to keep him alive. It's not. Finally falls, but does bring down the Night Stalker with him. 33 still alive, pops the 1, charges again, trying to knock them away with the flame break, but Thug blinks forward, came in with the rotation, does find the trade as takes down the bat in response to losing the Lycan. And now with some creeps up here, they could try and put some pressure. Well, the tier 1 is already gone. J4 does get the deny.
Top tower has been denied.
That's the influence of Chen.
That's the influence of Chen. Owl, actually.
Yeah, that too. That is something that we kind of neglected to mention. Is just the Howl and how good it is with the Chen, or anything really with any summon. Yeah, it's gonna allow you to just kill the tower.
So all the pressure certainly working out in that sense. Mid lane though, Madara's come across, he's in trouble. Crippling Fear's there. The flame break not too ideal, it doesn't bump him straight back into their hands. And that's going to mean there's time for a reaction. Skylark TP's across, yet to hit 6 though. So doesn't really have lockdown for a kill. Just providing the safety for Madara to be okay in that situation. Top lane J4. Neighborhood as well as Thug. Thug does have Sonic Wave to go.
This sustains good
Sword, but they can't because every single time they show up to a lane,
Radiant's bottom
But
tower
he is getting
under attack.
absolutely free.
There is little it
This
can do.
Swift ending. Not missing a creep as it seems.
The thing that
Radiant's
to
bottom
me is
tower
even
is
more scary
fading
once the Hand of
fast.
God is online. You're getting what, 600 if you're fighting during nighttime with Howl and the Hand of God. That is actually nuts.
Here we go, the double Hellbear bringing Swift Ending down low. MNT and Skylark trying to chase him down. They don't have that level 6, but it looks like they won't need it. Swift Ending taken down once. J4 is there with the reaction. The rest of Planet Dog on the way down as well. They'll look for the Ray Fire Blast onto Skylark. TP coming through from Madara. Pop the ultimate form. The Legion will just survive thanks to the living armor. Remnant 4 from Kaiser does finish off the kill. Sonic Wave out onto 2. Kaiser falling down low again with the Remnant Burst and the Slider Change. Takes a second. Double kill for Milan. They're not done yet. They're moving in for more. The silence on Thug holding him in place. Swift Ending looking for the vision for the stun. He's got it. Lays down the Ray Fire Blast. Takes down the Queen of Pain as well. MNT, can he finish off Swift? Swift getting so low thanks to the nuke of Spartan. They will punish the Wraith King for the die. The rest of them now on the way out. A bit of a scrappy fight there. Skylark still going down to the start, man. He didn't get any XP out of that, so he didn't have any sort of level 6 to catch him out on the way back out. But as we saw there, very hectic fights. 2 for 3 trade. So overall, Planet Dog do come out on top.
Yeah, there was no Hand of God, unfortunately. I think Thug was like 1 mana short of blinking or something like that, and then he got the Arcane Boots from Spartan a tiny bit late. Wasn't able to get away. I think if he had been able to get out, then it probably would have been alright overall for an exchange in regards to what Mouse get out of it, but yeah, Planet Dog, all they really lost was a reincarnation shootout. They lost the Ember too, right?
Well, all things said, and 6 for 6 is, I mean, numbers show it very close. But you feel with one of the lineups that you're happy with the way this has gone? Like, will one of the sides expecting to do better in this opening 10
I
minutes?
think you're happy if you're done right
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
now. Chen is going to start to fall. As weird as it sounds, seeing as though it's only 10 minutes into the game, it's still it's just it's not going to be able to farm to be able to deal with the Queen of Pain, the Legion Commander, and the Lycan, who are all great at farming the jungle. But you're not even going to be able to have easy times finding creeps.
Very true.
Smoke up from Spartan and Thug. As they go straight down towards the bottom, they know that their reincarnation will still be on cooldown. And it's a good time to abuse it. Maybe see if they can even get the Joker. Oh no, they thought he was on the right. He does juke them initially. They may still be able to get him with the massive creep. No, there's going to be time for TP reactions to come in. They get the lasso, dragging back Skylark. Skylark with the heal, trying to back off. They do finish off the Wraith King as they move forward with the Hand of God, now looking for more. Skylark being chased down, still alive for the time being, gets rooted up by the Searing Chains. Skylark, will he fall? One more touch will do it. There we have it. Kaiser, Remnants forward, finishes off the kill. 1 for 1 at the moment. Spartan, not quite enough damage to finish off Milan, but Madara does get the double as he catches out the bat on his retreat. And moving over towards the shrine, a little bit deep in from Mouse, fighting around the shrine hill. Not really what you want to be doing, as MNT will pay the price for it. They take him down. So the reaction from Planet Dog in time to get those 2 kills, and already off the back of just a bit of an awkward start to the fight there as Swift Ending kind of inadvertently jukes them as Mouse Sports jumps straight across him and searched the wrong side of the lane for the Wraith King.
Yeah, I think it was like going for it. And they all just kind of walked past him, and the creeps spotted him out. But I don't think.
Centaur didn't stop.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think Spartan actually saw him until it was too late. Maybe he was like looking in the side shop area or something. See if he was juking that.
Pressure on 20 seconds until he has that reincarnation available again. It's a backup, but a big wraparound coming in from Mouse. Can they bring him down before he has the ult back up? 15 seconds, he has the armor, but there's the jewel and the Sonic Wave. They take down Swift Ending, moving on for more. Skylark and Thug jump forward, gets the double kill as they burst down Jakiro. Perfect fight for Mouse there, killing 2 kills. No punishment in return from the side of Planet Dog. They do get that bonus damage secured for Skylark.
Like a ripe apple. Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, I mean, like, reincarnations back up. Or if there's way too much pressure that Mouse is applying right now, and they're getting away with it every single time. As the Swift Ending, like he's not playing the kind of hero that can participate in these fights early on. At least when we.
Yeah, if he has his ult, I think because he can like throw a stun if they do go on him, then it's kind of setting up for even like a bat lasso. Everyone's going to be so slow from the respawn of the Wraith King that you can just go in. I mean, the other nice thing about their lineup is that hero like
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
fire on
There is
J4,
little it
the
can
tower
do.
is just dead. Like, Mouse had no intention of defending at all. They've already left and gone towards mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is fading
go.
fast. Dire's middle tower
The mid
is
lane
under
indeed.
attack.
Mouse
Dire's
into the
structures
tier
are
1.
fortified.
A straight trade. Planet Dot.
Radiant's bottom tower is There is little. Dire's middle tower is under
Take a
attack.
lot longer. Okay, I'm not
Gale
gonna,
can snuff the flame.
I guess the Wraith King can spot this, they can't.
Dire's middle tower has been uprooted.
Line has been drawn. As they are going to head up towards that top tier 2 as well. The creep wave coming nicely over for Mouse, thanks to Thug, pushing it out.
Dire's middle tower is
They'll look for the trade.
to
Planet Dog
fear.
sticking to their guns on the bottom lane. Moving forward on their Mouse's own tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
See if
attack.
anyone can get back for any sort of a defense. Their top tier 2 already down to half health. Push certainly going to
Dire's
be quick
top
and
tower
swift
is under attack.
from the
Dire's
King.
structures are fortified. Doom is on the wing. Radiant spark has been
Just letting these towers go.
Dire's top
Will come
tower
through
is
from the
under
Night Stalker.
attack.
Tower's already gone. No
Dire's
chance
top
for
tower
Mahan
has
to
fallen.
get his head stuck in. In fact, with a TP back, MNT is there. This push certainly a lot much slower for Planet Dog. If he gets some extra numbers, he could look to try and set something up. Hasn't quite got the mana for the overgrowth.
Dire's top
Very
tower
nearly
is
there, though.
feeling its mortality.
Trying his best to keep it alive with the living armor. No one else TPing down though, so at the end of the day, the tower will still be
Top
taken.
tower is under attack.
As Planet
It
Dog
fights
find
for
it.
its life.
Swift getting here, going fully in on this. Is ready to fight with the Deso.
I'm super surprised that Mouse just gave
Dire's middle tower is learning to fear.
And you just traded 2 for 2 towers.
Against a team with superior late game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normally not something that you do, but at the same time, with a Chen lineup, I feel like you're kind of forced to make those trades. Because if you don't go for the tier 2 and you just go back and defend your own tower, and then later on the Chen picks become more and more worthless, it's like you're on this kind of timing window where if you don't take those towers now, taking them later is going to be even harder.
That's true, but at the same time you still have a light.
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They've been gone on a little bit by the Night Stalker. This will come towards the mid to hold out the defense. This is going to be a full-on push from Planet Dog though, with the 5 members ready to fight. Swift ending, push from Reincarnation, very confident. Fire will start to burn through the living armor. There's the great fire blast connection. They'll lay down the ultimate. Macropie doing huge amounts of damage here to Skylark, and Skylark, he can't walk himself out of there. He's down. Badara with the ultimate, trying to chase them down. The Ice Path again holds them back. They'll turn with the Sonic Wave onto 2, but it's not quite enough damage to get the kill. And Badara and Thug have to head back up to the high ground, looking to shrine up. Swift ending comes in. They'll get themselves a second as they find out Spartan. The sentry is dropped. M&T just out of range, but they've got the dust. Chains connect from Kaiser, and they find a third. Planet Dog moving in thick and fast on the middle lane, taking 3. Should easily be able to get the tier 1 as well.
Tower is under attack.
They are starting to turn up the heat quite literally with the Hero Ember Spirit combo. And Mouse Sports don't seem too great at holding off pushes like this.
Its foundation.
Well, Chen is not really a good defensive hero in the sense that he doesn't really defend against pushes. Like, the creeps can be annoying, but the later the game goes, the worse they are for being able to halt aggression. He's better at pressuring lanes and being the one who's pushing. Like, whenever Chen is on the offensive, I think is when he's at his strongest. You can still set people home, you know, pop Hand of God, stuff like that, buy your mech. But, yeah, in regards to defending towers, he's just very bad.
In terms of items, Kaiser on the way towards that Yules. Orchid very nearly done. Thug. He won't give him the rest of the blue in his pocket. Skylark's only got the Blink Dagger as well, 2k upon himself, and in terms of Blink for 33, he's just a little further away, 200 gold to go. Did get a whiff of M&T being in the neighborhood. He does in fact have a dust. Chains are going to connect. This should be a kill. They'll knock him back into the range of the dust, and M&T caught out by 33, and Kaiser, no help from his friends, of course, too deep on enemy territory. Now put the hell, but it's not enough to save the tree. As Planet Dog pick up another, and starting to get some momentum going their way. Nearly had to Deso, very, very close.
Well, there is actually one thing the lifesteal does this game. It allows you to take Roche ammo.
aside from that, they have one terrible aim. Jakiro helps somewhat. All the context.
Yeah, the Wraith King pick, I thought they were going to punish it more in the lane. Like, I thought that was the purpose of the
yeah,
pick,
they left him alone. I don't think Chen even went down there once.
Literally alone.
Yeah.
Like, no one from either team was in his lane,
It may
which is
yet
very
stand.
surprising. I mean, I can understand wanting to pressure the Ember a bit because you want your queen to stay ahead of that hero. Otherwise, it can become a liability having the queen like die in the Searing Chain or like triple remnant gank is really good. And there's a Night Stalker as well, so I get that. But yeah, leaving Swift Ending alone as long as they have is a little bit strange for sure.
I'm gonna head over.
What level is it?
He's level 12. He does have that second point in the ult. Shorter cooldown. It's going to be nice in the long run. Has the Deso brought out, so Mouse coming over with this smoke, but having to kill a Wraith King twice so close to his own towers, it's a tricky affair. They'll see a better pick off mid. They jump in with the duel and get the quick kill onto Jakiro. Swift Ending will TP over in reaction, gets the double purple balls to the face. So just push back. Wings are now done on the Bat Rider.
Alright, so the Chen's got some Alpha Wolf and the Overcross Mage. Those things are super valued. It's pretty much the best part of Chen once like the first 20 minutes of the game is over, is that
Bring me auras.
yeah, you just get all the aura creeps. Like, I've even seen people get like Taskmaster and stuff like that.
Oh
just
yeah,
for
for sure.
speed.
Like it's very happy.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pushes and Mouse.
Dire
But it's
structures
going
are
to be contested.
fortified.
This wrap
The
around.
trees whisper of a
Kaiser,
strategy.
just the fail, has the heals. She's going to feel very confident going in straight up for Dara. Wants to shake it. The Orchid, but the Yules immediately counters it. He's going to be okay for the timing. Overgrowth does hold back the rest of Planet Dog. They have the duel. The controlling Kaiser. Sonic Wave flies down to 3. They've taken down the Ember Spirit. The dog in trouble as Lycan surrounded. Red Fire Blast chases him down. Do have the connection. Ice Path to follow through as well. They take the Lycan. And at the same time, they lose the bat on the sidelines. 2 for 3 though overall. Planet Dog coming out on top. Milan seeing if he can chase down for more. He's got vision on Skylark. Gets the Void connection. J4 and Swift Ending coming in as well. They should be able to make this a 4 for 2 unless Skylark can do some big old juice. He gets the blink off. Into the trees, and he's done it there. Very sweet. I think he went for the backpack trick to make sure he could get that blink off. It certainly worked out as he does save his life. So both teams taking casualties, but amongst it all, Swift Ending survives. Off the back of that, he's very close to having his own blink dagger. Lycan loses his life again.
That was a really strange game. I thought that, like, I didn't actually have a Skylark
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Turning, Skylark does have a duel available. MSC in the neighborhood as well. Doug just jumps into the middle of them all. With the nuke as well from Skylark, they just blow the Night Stalker straight up.
Gale can snuff the flames.
A nice little pick. That bottom right though, how did he get... Okay, he got Wraith King stun.
Yeah.
Then he got full duration lasso. Then he got Ice Path to get a Wraith King stun, and there was no pressing attack.
No, he was too far away
it's
from the rest of his
so
team.
what happened was Legion Commander was on the right side next to Pain, and initially Ember just like went straight downtown and got a Searing Chain on. Like me and Pain and Legion Commander were just like sitting there, and then immediately Jakiro put a backfire, and so Legion Commander was like, well, we were sitting in a backfire, now I'm gonna duel you. And so his entire time was just spent dueling the Emperor.
That's why he didn't get a score. Because they just owned Vidara that fight.
Just on to MSC once again in a world of trouble. 33 and that final. I say that. Playing it cool, doesn't even need the last. So trusting J4 to get that Ice Path out in time. He sure does. Dog, 16 to 14. This game proving to be very close commitment between the two sides. Movement forward for Kaiser Skylark. Didn't have vision of him initially. Didn't actually go for the straight up duel. As maybe did he not quite reveal himself out the invis there, I think? It looked like he had the chance. Maybe he was worried about this backup being there for Planet Dog. As yeah, he didn't quite have the whole lineup there to back him up. Thug was down on the bottom lane.
Dire's bottom
They
tower
can
is under
contest it
attack.
potentially.
It may.
They are smoking up.
Dire's bottom
They are
tower
making
has
their way straight towards it, but you're right, it's quick. Yeah, if he keeps getting crits like this, there is not going to be the chance for Mouse Sports. As much as they wish, Skylark is so down close. The Ice Path comes out, but it's already gone. Aya take the Roche kill, pick up the Aegis onto Kaiser. Sonic Wave comes out onto 3, put the Roost there onto Skylark. Lasso controlling Thug as well. They've lost the Legion Commander. Thug does get the blink out just in time. Can he actually get himself away from this? The Living Armor healing him back up. 3-3 continues to chase. Thug has another blink. He's certainly creating space as the whole team of Planet Dog are chasing him down. And I don't think they can quite catch him. He does not have a TP though. And in fact, okay, with the silence, they find him. 33 Milan chasing down into the tree line. And again, continue to increase this lead the Planet Dog are starting to get over Mouse Sports' lineup.
The Radiant's top tower falling shortly.
Yeah, the more stuff like this that
Radiant
happens,
structures are fortified. The stream Radiant's
a lot
top
less
tower
effective.
is under attack. It shall
Yeah, pretty
encroach
much. At
no
this
more.
point, I would say that.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Their defense
I
has
don't know, it just
weakened.
didn't feel like almost MFP.
Radiant's top tower
I mean,
is
there's a
under
lot of
attack.
issues
It
this game.
shall
I think
encroach
another one
no
really comes to that. Like you lasso that target, you can't really
Radiant's
living
top
armor.
tower is under attack.
Very
Dara's just thrown himself in it. He's going to be used up. They're looking to body block him as well, and he's going to be straight up dead. Lycan came in from the back trying to do something, but they had the ward. They knew he was coming in from that angle, and they just reacted immediately. He is now down for 40 seconds, so with this time and space, Planet Dog find themselves an easy tier 2 takedown.
Yeah, unfortunately, mid is pushed out pretty far, so don't think they'll be able to get the mid tier 2 off that. But at the very least, they'll be able to get the lane equilibrium going in their favor. Get the lanes pushing past the river. It's all about pressure now. You know, Planet Dog, all they really need to do is just keep applying it, make sure that the Chen lineup doesn't get any more towers. Seems like it's a pretty okay path to victory for them.
Yeah, as we saw on the net worth, they're starting to get that lead very sharply. So the last few minutes, it's been Mouse Sports dying over and over again. 6k gold lead coming up. BKB is now there on Thug, so between the BKB, well actually no, sorry, didn't get the yours this game. I mean, is there a reason why he gets the BKB instead of the yours?
Well, he rushed Orchid,
Yeah,
so you can't really go like Orchid against that team because the BKB is just too good. It gives you too much value against the damage and the sheer amount of control. So like if you try to self-fuels yourself against just a Night Stalker, it's fine. But you have to remember that you're setting yourself up for a potential Ice Path, the Searing Chains. There's a lot of spells that you can get hit by as soon as you hit the ground before you have a chance to blink. So as a defensive item, Yules is not really that good this game.
Swift ending. Smoked up with Milan. J4 and 33. The prowl. They've got that blink. Got that initiation, and here we go. Straight in onto Madara. You have the follow through. The Ice Path, the damage coming out from this Macropyre and the physical from Swift ending. Just take him apart, and they're not done yet. Jump forward from 33. Gets the lasso onto Skylark. A quick crit from Swift ending. Secures a second kill. And things certainly seem to be falling apart big time for Mouse Sports here now in game 3. Spartan being chased down on the side. 33 blinks across, join in on the action as Chen hits the deck as well. Tier 2 to fall. And with a 9k gold lead, it's certainly looking to be a state of the game where you've got to ask yourself, how do Mouse slow down this pressure and momentum the Planet Dog have? Swift ending in an incredible position. AC is going to be finished pretty damn soon, and they are now threatening the high ground with very little that Mouse Sports can do to stop it.
Foundation. Dire's bottom tower. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. It will fall like a ripe. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Say that before.
Bring it down one, that's the question. There's the change onto 2. BKB does come out from Thug. Kaiser holding low. Nice sonic wave amongst the midst of them all. Will take down the Reincarnation and the Bat Rider. So Fuels here on the Ember trying to play his way out of this. He throws out one remnant. Madara already on the retreat on the sidelines. Throws down the walls. He's got to get himself out of it. But the slight interchange from Kaiser catching him off. He tried for the TP out. He's not going to make it. They've lost the Lycan. They have found 2 kills, Mouse Sports, but still the big ones remain alive. Great fire blast onto Thug. The Hand of God comes through. Kaiser in the midst of it all. He's been caught out by the root. There's no Aegis, of course, on him. The Yule's up. He's trying to keep himself alive here. He's always still alive. Is he actually going to get out? He is. The slide, the Flame God Kaiser able to walk it off, and Mouse Sports end up losing the full lineup. Everyone down. Triple kill for Swift Ending. And it really just feels like it's all too much for Mouse Sports at this stage of the game, as they may just have to take it through to the next one. Planet Dog, their lineup and the way that they laned, and the fact that Swift Ending just had the freest of games from the laning stage to this point. 8-3-11. It was, I mean, the Wraith King pick was perfect.
It got pretty much the exact opposite reason. Yeah, exactly.
Now with the lasso onto Madara, things are going to get even uglier for Master. Oh, I say that Spartan with a sweet save. Will take the Lycan back. He's not going to be able to save the Rax though. Melee Rex down on the bottom lane. Melee and ranged, of course, deleted from the middle. Planet Dog with a good structural advantage now, as AC is out and complete for Swift Ending. He'll work towards that BKB next.
16,000 net.
Yeah, it's really getting to the point where you say, how do you bring him down once, let alone twice in these fights? The items are just not there on the course. You know, we're still struggling to find that BKB on Madara's Lycan. Same to be said for Skylock. He has the Blink and an Open Club.
My thrift rewarded.
It felt like that, you know, as you said, Andy, that they needed to do something different early on, and they didn't. They're now at an 18k gold deficit, and their lineup just is not suited for coming back from this sort of position.
Yeah, Chen is not a comeback hero. So when you like walk around the map and try to apply pressure to lanes, get kills, they got the safe lane here. I feel like that tower is super important in its own right because you're a Chen, but you kind of get locked into this one style of play where you're like completely tower driven. And I think that's the main reason why they ignored Swift Ending. They were just like, nope, we need to get mid, we need to get top, we need to get those towers down. But even with those towers, the vision advantage is still kind of in the court of Planet Dog because they have nice off their bat. So normally when you kill towers, you get like this vision control to invade the enemy jungle, and you can apply map pressure passively by just, you know, having them constricted to a smaller field of vision.
I think that's why it was a really good idea by
Yeah.
because no matter what, I think I'm going to take that top tier 1 because I want access to it. And so if Wraithing was there, then yeah, he was going to get pressure. He's in bot lane, around this way. Not like that.
Yeah, that was the plan. Freaking yeah, it disappeared. I think does unreasonable amounts of damage. And it's harder than coup de grace on creeps, right? Because it's only 450 at level 18, I think.
Roshan back up in a minute and a half, and absolutely every reason for Planet Dog to play it safe if they wish and wait up the next stages and cheese. Really no pressure at all on this lineup now at this stage. With the commanding lead they have, 18k, closing out to 20. In a game where the recovery heroes are just not there on Mouse Sports lineup. They can do their best to prolong what seems to be inevitable, but that's not going to last long when you're getting your Quap solo picked off by Kaiser.
How did he solo that? He has a beacon. He used his...
He used it.
You only use one remnant.
We'll forgive you, because because I also did not see how he died.
I did not expect him to die. I knew he was down there, of course. But I was like, hey, the BKB is fine. He was
Well,
not.
I mean, all the credit
Under attack.
I
They
guess.
may not survive the day
They
has been
just blown
slain.
Man Sports away in this country.
Alright, wait, oh. Who's that? MNT?
Radiant structures are fortified. They require
So
time.
here we go. Smoke up as they look to move towards their final set of racks. Can they do anything about this? It really feels like the resounding answer is a big fat no. As Planet Dog are just moving in for the Megas. What can they do? Skylark jumps forward. They throw out the overgrowth, but immediately Skylark, he's just losing his own duel. They've lost the Legion Commander. They'll get the Thug buyback involved. He pops the BKB, but they've lost a second. GG, well played is called. It really is all over in this third game for Mouse Sports as Planet Dog doing it in style, doing it with the Wraith King swagger. They now lead 2-1, one game away from that TI spot. And Mouse left on the rocks. They need those 2 victories at this stage of the game. Wow, I feel like we're probably not going to see the Jet again. It didn't
Well,
feel, I mean,
I think the
didn't-
hero can work
Yeah.
just in this situation. Like,